Open the sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
Bulldog sports page brought to the attorneys. Good morning, Mike Bianchi.
Good morning. Happy National Donut Day to you guys. So, head over to Dunkin' Donut, get your free donut today. What about the Celtics last night? Kristaps Porzingis, he didn't want to make any predictions about how his body would respond after being out for 5 weeks. Well, I think we found out last night because Porzingis was a beast last night. Scored 20 points in 21 minutes, helped the Celtics blow out the Mavericks 107-89. Game 1 last night. Jaylen Brown scored 22 for the Celtics. Jason Tatum had 16 points, 11 rebounds. Luka Doncic had 30 for the Mavs, but his running mate, Kyrie Irving, who was booed every time he touched the ball last night, by the way. He was making his return to Boston. He was booed every time he got the ball. He only scored 12 points, 0 of 5 from three-point range, 6 of 19 overall. I'll tell you what, if Porzingis continues to play like this, wow, this could be a sweep, or at the very least, a gentleman's sweep.
I mentioned that to Taco at the start of the show. I said if the Mavericks don't make some drastic adjustments, this could be broom time.
Right. So we'll see what happens. It is only game 1. The big news in the NBA yesterday, the Lakers are interviewing Dan Hurley, the head coach of UConn, 2-time defending national champion UConn. Everybody thought Dan Hurley was untouchable, but it appears the Lakers are making a real run at him. And man, that would be quite the hire for the Lakers. LeBron's seems to be giving his, blessing to the hire. If this happens, wow, that would be a big blow to college basketball, obviously, but it would be a boon for the Lakers. JJ Redick, former Magic player, also in consideration.
Haven't we learned in the past that nobody is untouchable when it comes to hiring in the sports world?
No, especially if you're a big time college coach. If you're Dan Hurley and you can the word is the Lakers are going to offer him a monster deal, like a long-term 7 or 8 years at $10 to $15 million a year. That would double his salary, maybe even triple his salary that he's making at UConn. And if you go there and get fired after 3 years, guess what? You get paid all of that money for your buyout, and then you just parachute back into college.
Or you just sail off into the sunset, because I totally respect what he's accomplished as a college coach, but even the most accomplished coach has this headache of this ever revolving door and NIL and all that crap, man. It's like at some point you go, enough.
I'm just saying, if he did flop in the NBA, he can have any college job he wants. If he wants to continue coaching, obviously he could retire with all the money he's going to make with the Lakers, but he could just, he would get the pick of college jobs out there if he wanted to return to coaching. Speaking of coaching, how about Patty Gasso, the head coach of the Oklahoma Sooners softball team? She's won 8 national titles. They get their 4-peat last night. They pound Texas 8-4. Sooners win their 4th straight national championship. Patty Gasso, what a coach she is. Wow. 8 national titles. That's John Wooden-like. That's Gino Auriemma-like is what that is.
Wowzers.
So, good for Oklahoma. What else we got? We got the Stanley Cup Finals starting finally this weekend. Saturday night, my Florida Panthers will host the Edmonton Oilers. Hopefully my Panthers can win their first Stanley Cup. Of course, they've seen their in-state rivals, the Lightning. How many have the Lightning won? 2 or 3?
3.
Lightning have won 3. Panthers have never won one, although this will be the 3rd finals that they've been in. Who do you like in this one, Lynch?
I like the Panthers. I do. I know Canada is hoping and praying that the Oilers get it done, with their legacy and, the Gretzky ties and all that. But the Panthers are young and fast and strong, and I think it's their time, man.
And they're a Florida team.
Yeah, Florida role plays.
Hockey is our legacy now in the state of Florida. It's no longer Canada.
I do hope that the Edmonton Oilers flasher shows up for the road trip.
Oh, yeah.
And did you see her?
I did.
Yeah, that was something there. Got the porn companies trying to track her down.
That make me want to start watching hockey.
Hey, Bulldog, this is going to be interesting. The F1 desk was closed last weekend, but we do have F1 in French-speaking Montreal, the Canadian Grand Prix. I know that our host at the F1 desk has been taking language lessons, but learning Spanish. I wonder if he could work a little French in here. There he is.
Oui, oui. I'm going to use an interpreter. All right, live from the F1 desk up in the big old Canada. What we have to analyze here is, sure, there's been a couple that have crept in, but somebody needs to turn it back around and have reality hit. A winner by the name of Max Verstappen. Wee wee.
2 o'clock on Sunday afternoon from Montreal.
It made me lightheaded.
NASCAR, by the way, they're in the wine country this week up in Sonoma, California. Hopefully Ryan Blaney will fill up his tank and doesn't run out of gas right before the finish line this week. So,
God.
The Orlando Pride back in action tonight. The undefeated Pride, by the way, 8-0, 8-0-3. They're atop the NWSL standings. They'll head out west to play San Diego tonight.
And they know they have a target.
Banda will get it done tonight.
Sorry to cut you off. They know they have a target on them.
Absolutely, they do. I mean, they've broken the record for consecutive victories in NWSL. They're unbelievable this year. So,
in Orlando City on a break right now.
That's right.
All right.
International break.
Mike the Bulldog Bianchi, host of Open Mic every weekday morning on Adjacent to Us, AM 740 and FM 96.9 The Game. And he takes a few minutes out of his show to join us for the sports page here on JRR, brought to you by Kaufman and Lind.
Listen to Under Oath with attorney Jeff Coppin every Saturday morning, 7:30, FM 96.9 The Game. You can catch extended versions of Under Oath by searching Under Oath with Jeff Coppin on your favorite streaming platform. Oh, oh.
Luton Taco. On demand. Download the iHeartRadio app.